Hello, grade 6 learners! I'm Teacher Ivy, your math teacher for today. Our lesson for today is all about multiplying simple fraction and mixed numbers. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the steps how to multiply simple fraction and mixed number, and multiply a fraction by mixed number. But before we will start our lesson, we will have a review first. What is a mixed number? Mixed numbers are made up of a whole number and a fraction, like 3 and 1/4, 2 and 1/2, 6 and 2/3, and so on. How will you change mixed number to improper fraction and vice versa? To express mixed numbers to improper fraction, multiply the denominator by a whole number, then add the numerator. For example, 2 and 2/5 is equal to 12/5. Okay? So we have here the denominator, which is 5, multiplied by the whole number, which is 2, that is 10, plus the numerator, which is 2, and that is equal to 12. And copy the denominator 5, so the answer is 12 over 5. Another example. 4 and 3/5. So 5, the denominator, multiplied by the whole number 4, the answer is 20. Plus the numerator 3, that is equal to 23. Then copy the denominator 5, then the answer is 23 over 5. To express an improper fraction to a mixed number, divide the numerator by the denominator. Make the remainder the numerator, then copy the denominator. For example, 12/5. That is equal to 12 divided by 5. So 12, the numerator, divided by 5, the denominator. So the answer is 2, remainder 2. So 2 will be the whole number, the remainder 2 will be the numerator, then copy the denominator. So the answer is 2 and 2/5. Okay, so how do you express fractions in simplest forms? Fractions can be expressed in higher term to lowest term. To express fractions to its lowest term, we divide them by their GCF. GCF is the greatest common factor. How do you change a whole number to a fraction? So whole numbers can be expressed as fractions by putting 1 as the denominator. For example, 9. Okay, so put 1 as a denominator, and that is 9/1. Another example is 5. So you put 1 as a denominator, so that is 5/1. Okay, so these are the skills that you have to recall before going to our new lesson. So for our new lesson, let's have a problem. Anselmo harvested 7.5 kilograms of pechay from his vegetable garden. He sold 3/5 of it in the market and the rest in the neighborhood. How many kilograms were sold in the market? So let's analyze the problem. What are the given facts? So the given facts are 7.5 kilograms of pechay and 3/5 of pechay were sold. What is asked? How many kilograms were sold in the market? what is the operation to be used? Okay, so the operation to be used is multiplication. Then what is the mathematical sentence? So the mathematical sentence is 3/5 times 7 and 1/2 equals n. So we will find the answer. So to find the answer, multiply 3/5 by 1/2. So for your step 1, you have to write the equation. So the equation is 3/5 times 7 and 1/2 equals n. So step 2, change the mixed form to improper fraction. How? Denominator times whole number plus numerator over the denominator equals the product of the denominator and the whole number plus the numerator over the denominator. Okay, for example, we have 7 and 1/2 here. So we have to change this mixed form to improper fraction. So again, denominator, so that is 2, multiplied by the whole number, so that is 7, plus the numerator, which is 1. So 2 times 7 is equal to 14, plus the numerator, which is 1, that is equal to 15. Okay, then copy the denominator, which is 2. So that is how you're going to change the mixed form to improper fraction. Okay, so the third step, get the GCF of any of the numerator and the denominator, then simplify by cancellation. So we knew already that the improper fraction of 7 and 1/2 is 15 halves. So we have here 3/5 times 15 halves. So we have GCF for 15 and 5. So we will do the cancellation. So for the GCF of 15 and 5 is 5. So we can divide 15 by 5 is equal to 3. And then 15 divided by 5 is equal to 1. So therefore, it is 3/1 times 3 halves equals n. Okay. So for step 4, multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. So for the numerator here, multiplied by another numerator here, so that is 3 times 3 is equal to 9. And the denominator here, multiplied by the denominator here, that is 1 times 2 is equal to 2. So the answer is 9 halves. So 9 halves is not the final answer since this is an improper fraction. So for step 5, express the product in the simplest form. So 9 halves, we will change it into mixed form. So we have 9 divided by 2. So 9 divided by 2 is equal to 4. And that is remainder 1. Okay, so therefore, 4 here is the whole number. The remainder 1 is the numerator. And then copy the denominator. So the answer is 4 and 1/2. So therefore, 4 and 1/2 kilograms of pechay were sold in the market. Okay, I hope you learned something in this lesson. Okay, so remember to multiply fractions in simple and mixed forms. Change the whole number and mixed number to improper fraction. And then use the general rule that is multiplying the numerator and the denominator. Then simplify your answer to simplest form if possible. So I hope you learned something in this lesson. Thank you so much.